I'm excited. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Lavinia and I post beauty videos regarding makeup, skincare, acne, and skin positivity every single Friday. So if that's something you're interested in, I'd love for you to join my channel by hitting the big red subscribe button. And today I'm excited, guys. We just did a full face of trendy makeup products that I just started using. We got the Tarte Shape Tape, we got Benefit Professional, NARS Laguna Bronzer, literally all these products that I just now have acquired into my makeup collection, and we're putting them all to the test today. I use them to complete this look right here, and I really wanted to see, are these products as good as people say? One, and two, are they, you know, suitable for texture and acne prone skin? Will they still look good? And because I've only seen them on like super smooth skin, so I was very curious to see how they look on my skin type. If this is something you're interested in, you know, breaking down the walls of these beauty standards, go check out my podcast Loud Talk with Lavi. We release new episodes every single Sunday on all of your streaming platforms and on YouTube. And if you like this sort of, you know, makeup application on texture and acne prone skin, I have a whole series going on my TikTok page called Is It a Makeup Trend or Does It Just Look Good on Clear Smooth Skin, where I try out popular makeup trends and techniques on my skin type that's not so much seen on social media. Anyways, I'm so excited about this video, so let's get right on to it. Let's try out a bunch of trendy makeup products on my textured and acne prone skin. Let's get into it.
Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me in, and the second you leave I call you right back to check for monsters in my sheets.
Okay, I'm so excited to get into this. Just gonna do my brows quickly. I need to do them, so they're a little wacky today. Just gonna take the NYX brow glue. Now, I've used this before, but it's a very trendy item that I do really enjoy. That's kind of all we're gonna do for the brows there. Okay, before I go in with my makeup, I'm gonna do some sunscreen. This, guys, is the new sunscreen that I'm launching very, very soon. So I'm just gonna apply a bit of this before we go in with any makeup, just to protect the skin from the sun. It is like noon right now, so the sun is at its peak. Okay, so first order of business is going to be the Benefit Professional Primer. This is such a hyped product, and I feel like I was like the last person on earth to use this. So it comes out looking like a little bit of a beige color, and this is supposed to really, you know, make your pores look like they're teeny tiny. So I'm gonna grab some of this. I'm gonna concentrate it into like the center of my face, like my T-zone, where I do have like more enlarged pores, let's say. Did kind of smooth that area out pores wise. Definitely has that silicone type feel to it, very smoothing, all of that. You know, I do feel like it does smooth out the skin. Is it a miracle product? Obviously no, like you could still see my pores, but it definitely gives them that illusion of like that blurred out, you know, filter type look. When I tried this on my TikTok, some of you said it broke you out. I didn't experience that, but just be cautious that maybe, you know, it can kind of clog your pores a little. Next up, the infamous e.l.f. Halo Glow. I searched far and wide for this product and finally found it in the States. I paid so much money for it though. Like, it was a little dramatic, I think, but I'm just gonna go ahead with the shade One Fair. I do wish they had like a one shade lighter because I feel like I'm not the palest person out there. And then recently I did get the Halo Glow in the shade 7, and this one I did find at my local drugstore. Oh, $17.99 or something like that. It was so expensive. I'm gonna use a powder puff just to kind of distribute this out. You can definitely use a brush as well. So this is supposed to give your skin that like your skin but better glow to it, and I totally agree with this. I've been using this actually for a little bit here just these past couple weeks, and I do really like this product. You see how it just gave my skin that like super intense glow, and it has that bit of tint to it. Honestly, you could totally wear this product all by itself, go out and just have this like super radiant skin look if you're not like into foundation or anything. So I do really enjoy that product. I have not in fact tried the Charlotte Tilbury kind of version that this is supposed to be duping per se, but from what I've tried from this one, I do enjoy it. So I'm gonna also take it, kind of do some underpainting with this before we go in with foundation. And I did this the other day and I looked so bronzed, so I'm like, let's just do it again today. I'm gonna take this little brush I got here from Tarte and just kind of dab this out. I'm gonna go in with foundation over top so we don't have to worry about it being like super intense. But this is honestly a really nice product to do this with because again, it will give that glow to the skin and it just looks really, really pretty. Let's take it down the neck a little too. make me look a little more tan. And honestly, even though these are like really glowy products, I actually like how they look on my textured and acne prone skin. Obviously they're gonna bring that out a little bit more because that's just what glowy products tend to do, but they don't have any like glitter in them or anything like that. So I do think they look really, really beautiful on the skin. And I personally, when I'm breaking out, I just want my skin to look super glowy. Like not matte, I just want it to look glowy so that it looks healthy and radiant. So these products definitely do that for me. For foundation, I'm gonna go in with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is actually one foundation that I use all the time, and I understand why it's so popular. And again, I'm gonna go in with a little puff, because this has just become my new favorite way to do my makeup. Use these little powder puffs. I'm just gonna apply this foundation all over. I'm not going for full coverage today because also I have those e.l.f. products underneath, and I really like the look they gave my natural skin, but I am laying down some foundation just so it looks, you know, a little more even. I'm about to spook you guys. I am brand new to trying this Tarte concealer, the Shape Tape, the infamous Shape Tape. I used this the other day on my TikTok, and I cannot believe this is my first time using it. You guys were all in the comments like, how is this your first time using it? Which, by the way, if you don't follow me on TikTok, go check that out. I do a full series on there where I try out popular makeup trends or techniques on my acne prone sensitive skin, because you know, it's not so much seen on social media, and I think it's important to show that. But I only used this concealer that day, so I'm curious to try it again and see my thoughts on it. It is, you know, very full coverage, and I don't use that much concealer on a daily basis, to be honest with you. So I have here the shade Fair Neutral, which is obviously too light for me. So what I'm gonna do is actually grab some the back of my hand. Okay, and then I have the shade Light Medium Sand. I don't know who sent me these shades. I did get these in PR, but they're definitely not my exact match, but that's all right. I'm gonna take this one. I think mixing these two will be the perfect little matchup. Just go ahead and mix. So I'm gonna throw some of it under the eyes here, kind of just where I want to do a bit of highlighting. Do I want to add more coverage over here? Maybe just a little bit. I'm gonna go in with my puff. See how like full coverage and like creamy thick this concealer is? It definitely isn't one of those concealers that is going to like look very like dewy and super like sheer out under the eyes. It's definitely, she's thick. I'm gonna blend it into here to where I have a little more acne scarring going on. You know what? I will give it this. The complexion is looking pretty good right now. And you definitely don't want to let this concealer dry down. You want to work quickly because it will kind of set into place really fast, which I mean is good because then it shouldn't crease up as much. You just need to work pretty quick with it. I'm just gonna take the excess onto this brush I had and just kind of smooth it over the face. What do we think so far of the complexion? I think it's looking pretty good. It's definitely, you know, like full glam, but I love the glow I got underneath, and I think the under eyes are looking pretty good as well. Let's just keep moving along. I'm gonna use the Fenty contour stick, since I know these were pretty raved about when they came out, and honestly I really like these. And this color, Amber Suede, is so nice on my skin tone. I'm just gonna use like a little stipple brush to blend that out because I don't want to lose too much of that contour. You see how that gave me such a nice chisel because it's not super warm, which is really nice. I've never tried NARS Orgasm Blush, and I don't have the powder one, which I know is like the really famous one, but I do have the stick. So this one I tried out on TikTok, and I actually was kind of pleasantly surprised by it, because it has glitter in it. I don't know if you guys can see. Like, there's definitely a significant amount of glitter. So I was nervous of how this would show up on my textured skin, because typically glitter is like, you know, a little bit of a no-go. So I'm just gonna pick up some of this product on the stipple brush there. It's definitely a very light pink. Very pretty. Very, very glowy though. It has a bit of that gold shimmer in there. Is it like my favorite blush? No, because I love like a nice rich blush color, but it's definitely pretty. And honestly, like, yeah, you can see my texture with it, but like, who cares, you know? Just keep that in mind. It's definitely not like the most texture friendly product. I don't know how the powder one works, but I do find I prefer cream products on my textured skin, but this one is really glittery. Since I want a little more blush on today's look, I'm gonna mix in some of Charlotte's Pillow Talk. This is more of a matte blush, so I think it works really well on my skin. And I actually love using a little powder puff to blend blush out, because it just like softens it into the skin. So pretty. It's time to set the makeup, and I'm going to be using the Beauty Bakery Bite Size Pinch of Flour. How cute is this? I have seen these Beauty Bakery products everywhere, and I'm brand new to trying them out, so I've been using this powder for a while now, and I really like it actually. It's definitely, you know, not like a powder I'd use maybe for like everyday makeup, but when I use more full glam makeup, this stuff sets it down really nicely actually, and it definitely, you know, helps my makeup from creasing. It's pretty finely milled, but as you can see, it's really matte, so it definitely brightened on this side of the face. And I just use a little powder puff. I am the biggest powder person. I definitely use it to set the center of the face. Like I'll go between my eyebrows here because I get a little oily in that area and I do have more texture there. I'll do some on the chin and on my smile line so that my makeup doesn't crease as much, but I'll keep it definitely focused in this kind of center area of the face. And then one area I do always have to powder like significantly more than the rest of my face is my eyelids. My eyelids do love to crease, and I don't usually use a primer, so just gotta set that down. But honestly, I'm pretty impressed with this powder. I just got the bronzer from Beauty Bakery, and I haven't used it yet, but like such a cool drugstore brand. The products are so cute, and I have been liking this powder, and I think it honestly does look pretty good on my textured skin, and it kind of helps, you know, mattify that section out and kind of do some blurring as well. Like look how blurred out this area under my eye looks. I want to show you guys a little bit closer what that looks like. We have the Professional Primer in there from Benefit. We do have that e.l.f. Halo Glow, the foundation, concealer, and then the Beauty Bakery powder. So I feel like that did like a nice little combo on the skin. And this is what the complexion is looking like so far. Okay, moving on. Dun dun dun! NARS Laguna Bronzer. This is a brand new product to me. I literally used it the first time last week, and wow, like so many people rave so much about this bronzer. This is the original shade. I know they just did launch a bunch of new shades, which I do have. I'm very excited to try out, but this is their brand. Like this is their original Laguna bronzer. So I'm just gonna dust some onto a little powder brush. And this stuff is pigmented. I'm definitely excited to try the new shades they released because I am pretty fair, and this bronzer does have kind of, you know, a bit of warmth to it. It is a little bit on the deeper side for my fair skin. And you know, I'm happy they released new shades because it's like kind of hard to have one bronzer be like really universal. I think this shade is great, but I'm so happy they released more shades because then more people are going to be able to try it out. And I do like the formula. It can stick a little bit, so just be mindful of that when you're applying it. And you know, I do have a lot of scarring here, so that definitely gets a little amplified when I add bronzer there, but just keep that in mind with the sticking. You do want the product you have on before to be like set down pretty good, which I didn't set down here with powder, but I, you know, it's not like a sticky product that I had on before. Okay, I need a highlighter. I'm gonna just pop on some Natasha Denona. I don't use highlighter all that much anymore. Today I just feel like adding a little bit of shimmer there. And we did have that blush underneath, which definitely already added some shimmer to the look. Okay, there's so many setting sprays that are like super favorites out there. I already, you know, love the Urban Decay All Nighter, MAC Fix Plus, all of those. I don't have like a brand new one to try out, but I do want to retest out my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray because I just got to start working it. It literally stopped working for the longest time. So I'm going to apply this on. And this setting spray does such a good job at locking in your makeup. And I'm going to be outside for a bit and it's going to be hot, so this will be good. I saw some people saying it was waterproof too. I was like, what? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the eyes off camera and I'll be right back to finish the look. I was just finishing up my eyes when I realized the mascara I want to use today is also a very popular item. This is the Telescopic Lift. You know, caused some, let's just say, discussions on social media. It was definitely very viral, and I do like it. It takes a little to like figure out how to use it because it has like a flat end, like then the bristles. So you have to like hook the lashes up and then run the product through, but it definitely makes the lashes very long and adds a ton of length. So I like it. Kept the eyes very bright today. Okay, time to do the lip. And don't worry, I have a viral product for you guys here too. We're gonna use Refi lip liner in the shade Taupe. These lip liners got a lot of height, and this is a really nice nude color actually. Look how pretty that color is. But the interesting part about these lip liners is that you actually take the other end of it, unscrew it here, and it's like a clear gel that you put on top. It's not like a gloss, it's literally like a matte gel that you put on top and it will lock in that lip liner in place. It creates like a waterproof seal. It's crazy, but I love it. And then I'm gonna go in with MAC I've Been Naughty. This is one of their limited edition Christmas shades. Just gonna add that on top because it like definitely matches this look. And then I'm gonna use ColourPop. I always say that. CoverGirl. This is the CoverGirl Yummy Gloss. I love this, and I totally understand why this went completely viral and trended. It was so trendy because this is such a good drugstore gloss. Like, look at that. It's just the perfect amount of glossy. I've used this tons on my socials and on YouTube before too. But I just love it. It's like literally the perfect gloss. It's not sticky, nothing like that. The only thing that I have with it is it tastes a little funny, but you kind of get over it pretty quick. Okay, let's do, does anyone else forget to close their products off after they use them? I literally leave everything half open. Like, what the heck is this? Why can't I just close them after I use them? Crazy. I'm gonna set everything down again. Alright, so here is the finished makeup look up close. This is what everything is looking like on my textured and acne prone skin. I love this look. I feel like it's very full glam, but still, you know, very bright on the skin and still a little daytime. I look a little more bronzed, a little more tan, which I definitely adore. And I think my texture looks pretty good underneath. Obviously, you know, skin, this is real skin. This is what it looks like. You're gonna have bumps and pores and lines and all of that, but that's just part of it, and that is totally normal. Skin isn't gonna look flawless and filtered all the time like you see it on social media. So just remember that, and don't forget it when you're like scrolling online. It can be very, very damaging to your self-esteem when you're just constantly comparing yourself to something that's been edited. But there you have it, guys. There is a full face of a bunch of trendy products that I just now started using, which is kind of crazy, but hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing it on my skin type. And let me know, do you guys still love these products? Are they still as good as, you know, they once were? Or, you know, are we on to new and better things? I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments. Also, you guys need to go listen to my podcast at Loud Talk with Lavi. We post every single Sunday morning, new episodes. I have so many amazing guests coming on the podcast so soon, so you don't want to miss that out. We also have, you know, individual episodes where I just talk from the heart about something that I want to get loud about. That's really the whole, you know, purpose of this podcast, and we really just break down the walls of beauty standards one flaw at a time. So definitely go check that out and let me know your thoughts on it. We have the YouTube version at Loud Talk with Lavi YouTube channel, as well as on Spotify, Apple, and all of your podcast streaming services. And for more daily content, you can go check out my Instagram and TikTok. I really post every single day on there, so go check that out and, you know, interact with some of my short form content. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and also turn on your post notifications so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. I love you all so much. Don't forget to tell yourself something you love about your skin today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me in, and the second you leave, I call you right back to check for monsters.